Welcome to week 1, lesson 5, our final lesson of the week. We've covered so much ground: your nervous system, trauma responses, the window of tolerance, polyvagal theory. And now we're going to bring it all together with one of the most important concepts in trauma healing: your body keeps the score. This phrase, made famous by Dr. Bessel van der Kolk, captures a profound truth. Trauma isn't just stored in your memories or your thoughts. It's stored in your body, in your muscles, your fascia, your nervous system, your cells. You can't think your way out of trauma. You have to feel your way through it. And that's what this lesson is about. By the end, you'll understand how trauma lives in your body, how to recognize the signals your body is sending you, and how to use SafeWithin's somatic practices to release what's been trapped. Let's explore. When trauma happens, your body goes into survival mode instantly. Your amygdala detects threat. Your sympathetic nervous system floods you with stress hormones. Your muscles contract, ready to fight or run. But what happens when you can't complete that response? When you're a child being hurt by someone bigger than you? When you freeze in fear? When you fawn to stay safe? The activation stays in your body. The stress hormones don't fully metabolize. The muscle tension becomes chronic. Your nervous system remains on high alert. This is why years later, certain situations make your body react as if the trauma is happening right now, because in your body's memory, it never finished. When something traumatic happens, your body responds instantly. Your nervous system activates. Your muscles tense. Your breathing changes. Energy floods your system to help you fight, flee, or survive. But if you can't complete that response, if you can't fight back or run away, that energy gets stuck. It stays in your body, waiting to be released. This is why you might carry chronic tension in your shoulders, why your jaw is always clenched, why your stomach is perpetually tight. These aren't just random symptoms. They're your body holding the story of what happened to you. And until you address the body, the trauma stays active. Traditional therapy often works top-down. You talk about what happened, you process it cognitively, you try to change your thoughts. And that can be helpful. But for trauma, you also need bottom-up healing. You need to work with the body directly. This is where somatic practices come in. Movement, breath work, body scans, grounding exercises. These practices help you release what's trapped in your nervous system at the level where it's stored. SafeWithin's meditation library includes guided somatic practices specifically designed for this. And the more you practice, the more you'll feel your body begin to let go. Top-down approaches work with your thinking brain. Cognitive behavioral therapy, for example, helps you challenge negative thoughts and beliefs, and that's valuable. But trauma doesn't live primarily in your thoughts. It lives in your body, in your nervous system, beneath conscious awareness. Bottom-up approaches meet trauma where it actually lives. Through breath work, you can shift your nervous system state. Through movement, you can release trapped energy. Through body awareness, you can process what your mind can't put into words. SafeWithin integrates both approaches. The journaling supports cognitive processing. The meditations and movement practices support somatic release. Your body is always communicating with you through sensations, tightness in your chest, a knot in your stomach, heaviness in your limbs, tension in your jaw. These aren't problems to be fixed. They're signals to be listened to. When you learn to track these sensations without judgment, you start to understand what your nervous system is trying to tell you. That tightness might be fear, that heaviness might be grief, that tension might be anger that was never safe to express. The journaling feature in SafeWithin has prompts specifically for body awareness because learning the language of your body is essential to healing. Most people live disconnected from their bodies. You might notice extreme sensations, intense pain, overwhelming emotion, but miss the subtle signals your nervous system sends constantly. Sensation tracking is the practice of tuning in, noticing the tightness in your jaw, the flutter in your belly, the heaviness in your chest, the warmth in your hands, without judgment, without trying to change it, just noticing. This practice alone can be profoundly healing. Because when you bring awareness to a sensation without getting overwhelmed by it, you're teaching your nervous system that it's safe to feel. Use SafeWithin's body scan meditations to build this skill. Start with just a few minutes a day. Chronic shoulder tension, a jaw that never unclenches, a stomach that's always tight, headaches that won't go away. These aren't just physical problems. They're your body speaking the language of unprocessed trauma. Your shoulders carry the weight of responsibility you took on too young. Your jaw holds the words you couldn't say. Your stomach holds the fear that never felt safe to release. Your body is trying to tell you something, and it's been waiting a long time for you to listen. Think of a dog after a frightening experience. It shakes vigorously. Its whole body trembles, and then it's done. The activation is discharged. The nervous system resets. Humans have this same mechanism, but we've been socialized to suppress it. Don't shake. Don't cry. Hold it together. Be strong so the activation stays stuck. The fight or flight energy that was mobilized but never discharged remains trapped in your body. Completion practices give your body permission to finish what it started, to shake, to move, to discharge, to finally let go. This isn't regression, this is resolution. Safe. Within's movement practices guide you through this safely. This is what completion looks like. Your body begins to shake or tremble, or you feel the urge to push, to move, to release. You let it happen. You don't stop it. You don't judge it. You give your nervous system permission to finish what it started years ago. Maybe it's just a few seconds, maybe it's longer, but when it's done, you feel different, lighter, more present, like something that was stuck has finally moved. This is your body healing itself. This is what happens when you get out of the way and let your nervous system do what it was designed to do. SafeWithin's practices create the container for this to happen safely. Interoception is your ability to sense what's happening inside your body. Your heartbeat, your breathing, your gut sensations, the subtle shifts in your nervous system. Many people with trauma have poor interoception. You've learned to disconnect from your body because it didn't feel safe to feel. But healing requires reconnection. You need to come back into your body gently and gradually. This is why body scan meditations in SafeWithin are so important. They help you rebuild your interoceptive awareness. They teach you to be present with sensation without getting overwhelmed by it. And over time, your body becomes a place you can trust again.
Think of a dog after a frightening experience. It shakes vigorously, its whole body trembles, and then it's done. The activation is discharged. The nervous system resets. Humans have this same mechanism, but we've been socialized to suppress it. Don't shake. Don't cry. Hold it together. Be strong. So the activation stays stuck. The fight or flight energy that was mobilized but never discharged remains trapped in your body. Completion practices give your body permission to finish what it started, to shake, to move, to discharge, to finally let go. This isn't regression. This is resolution. SafeWithin's movement practices guide you through this safely.
Body scan practices help you rebuild interoception. You systematically bring attention to each part of your body, noticing sensation without trying to change it. Your feet, your legs, your belly, your chest, your shoulders, your face. What do you notice? Warmth? Coolness? Tingling? Numbness? Tension? Ease? There's no right or wrong. You're just building the skill of presence, of being with your body as it is. And this simple practice, done regularly in SafeWithin, can profoundly shift your relationship with yourself.
Here's something crucial to understand. The goal of somatic work is release, not re-traumatization. You're not trying to force yourself to feel everything all at once. You're not trying to dig up every painful memory and relive it. You're gently inviting your body to release what it's ready to release at a pace that feels safe. This is called titration. You work with trauma in small doses. You go to the edge of discomfort, but not beyond it. And you always bring yourself back to regulation. This is why tracking your window of tolerance is so important. You need to know when to push gently and when to back off. SafeWithin's practices are designed with this principle in mind. Another key concept in somatic healing is pendulation. This is the natural rhythm of moving between contraction and expansion, between activation and relaxation. When you're working with difficult sensations in your body, you don't stay there. You pendulate. You touch the discomfort briefly, then return to something neutral or pleasant. For example, you might notice tightness in your chest for a few breaths. Then you shift your attention to your feet on the ground, where you feel stable and safe. Back and forth. Trauma to resource. Discomfort to safety. This is how you build capacity. This is how you teach your nervous system that it can handle difficult sensations without being overwhelmed by them.
Pendulation is the natural rhythm of healing. You don't stay in the difficult sensation. You touch it briefly, then return to safety. Imagine you're working with fear held in your chest. You bring your awareness there for a few breaths. You notice the tightness, the constriction. Then you shift your attention to your feet. Solid, grounded, stable. You breathe there for a moment, then back to the chest, then back to the feet, back and forth, pendulating between discomfort and resource. Each time you return to the difficult sensation, you're expanding your capacity just a little. You're teaching your nervous system, I can touch this and not be consumed by it. This is titration. This is how trauma heals. Gradually, gently, with respect for your system's pace. Let's practice pendulation. Notice a place in your body that feels tense or uncomfortable. Just notice it. Breathe with it for 3 breaths. Now shift your attention to a place that feels neutral or pleasant. Maybe your hands, maybe your feet. Breathe there for 3 breaths, back and forth. Discomfort, safety. Discomfort, safety. You're building capacity. You're teaching your nervous system that you can touch the difficult stuff and not get stuck there. This is how healing happens, gradually, with pendulation between challenge and resource.
Movement is medicine. Not just exercise, though that helps, but conscious, intentional movement that allows your body to process and release. Shaking, dancing, stretching, yoga, even just walking mindfully. These practices help discharge stuck energy and bring you back into your body. SafeWithin includes guided movement practices that you can do anywhere. Some are activating, designed to help you climb out of dorsal shutdown. Some are calming, designed to help you regulate sympathetic activation. The key is listening to what your body needs and moving in ways that feel healing, not punishing.
Movement helps discharge what's stuck, not forced, not performative, just authentic movement that comes from inside, shaking out your arms, rolling your shoulders, swaying, dancing, stretching in ways that feel good. Your body knows how to move toward healing. You just have to give it permission, give it space, give it time. SafeWithin's movement practices guide you gently, helping you reconnect with the wisdom your body has always had. Open your SafeWithin journal. Let's reflect on your relationship with your body. Where do you hold tension? What sensations do you notice most often? When do you disconnect from your body? What situations make you want to numb out? And what helps you feel safe in your body? What practices or environments help you drop back in? There's so much wisdom in your body, so much information, and it's been waiting for you to listen. Take your time, be gentle. You're rebuilding a relationship that trauma interrupted, and that takes patience and compassion. Let's journal about your body's story. What sensations are you noticing right now? Where are you holding tension? What is your body trying to tell you? If that tension could speak, what would it say? And what does your body need from you right now? Rest, movement, touch, breath, write freely. Let your body speak through your words. There's so much intelligence here, so much wisdom that's been waiting for you to listen. You're not just healing your mind, you're healing your body, and that changes everything.
You've just completed week 1. Take a moment to acknowledge what you've learned. You understand your nervous system. You know your trauma responses. You've learned about the window of tolerance, polyvagal theory, and how your body keeps the score. This is foundational knowledge. And now, in the weeks ahead, you'll build on this foundation with practices that help you regulate, release, and heal. Use SafeWithin's tools. Practice the meditations, journal, move your body, track your nervous system, and be patient with yourself. Healing isn't linear, but it is possible. You've done incredible work this week. I'm proud of you, and I'll see you in week 2.